Good evening, Council. I am one of those alumni of which Howard speaks, and I come to you wearing that hat as well as that of a Palo Alto property owner and business owner. The business I own is a medium-sized architectural firm, and we've been very fortunate to work on a number of projects at Stanford over the past 15 years. I have 4 points to make. The first is, in our experience performing architectural work for Stanford, I can tell you that they set an incredibly high bar for their sustainability practices. In simple terms, they build 100-year buildings that they then manage and maintain themselves. They don't depreciate them and sell them and trade them with other developers. And accordingly, they have both the will and the means to employ best practices and make very, very long-term investments in building quality and efficiency. Typically, they beat, as a simple metric, they beat Title 24 energy codes by 30% routinely on new buildings. And in their flagship buildings, that's closer to 50%. An important point to keep in mind, as Dean Plummer pointed out, is these buildings are not mini malls, they're not fast food outlets or country clubs. They're actually, the very programmatic function of these buildings very often is all about sustainability and is there to create and foster advances in research in things like energy efficiency, in bioengineering, and if not that, then the cultural facilities like the new concert hall. My second point is I think that the GUP process tends to be diminished, and we use that word GUP this and GUP that, and they'll just ask for a new GUP when they want more square footage, and what's the maximum size of this campus. The GUP process is no simple walk in the park, and I think they could tell you that it's blood sport down there when they went through that in 2000, and I know some of you were involved in that. Large university campuses require specialized zoning tools. You can't overlay a simple zoning ordinance the way you would downtown Palo Alto or a residential subdivision. And in fact, parts of the campus do have traditional zoning ordinances, including the foothills and the residential subdivision. But the central campus requires the specialized tools that the GUP process allows. And remember, when they do want to go back for a new GUP, they will have to earn that additional square footage, just the way they did in 2000. Finally, really the sort of elephant in the room is the development of the foothills. That's what everyone is worried about. I drive to work every day down 280, and from Crystal Springs Road to well past Page Mill, there is a uninterrupted pattern of a steady development festooning the foothills. There is one interruption to that pattern, and it occurs between Sand Hill Road and Page Mill Road. So I ask you to draw your own conclusion for that. Finally, I don't think now would be a really good time to put brakes on the economic engine of the university. Thank you very much.